Hello, Bryan.
Well, guess what? That seemed to go off without a hitch.
That
Eh?
seems to be the first time. I think I've got this down. I think it's taken some practice. 16 episodes, but I've got it.
That's awesome. It's like now I know people are starting to come in the room now, but the audio is a little bit off. I think today. Hopefully, it somehow readjust itself, but we will definitely see. So, how are you doing, Lex?
I'm doing all right. I'm still alive. Been very busy watching videos rather than making them as I'm back in isolation, if anyone in the room saw on Twitter. But other than that, nothing really going on my end. How about yourself, Bryan? How's your week been?
Well, I know your father was tested positive, so I know we talked a little bit about it in the green room. So I'm glad he's doing well. I'm glad he wasn't really affected. Hi, Lexi, and yeah, so no symptoms whatsoever. Like he just tested positive. That's it.
Yeah, so he works on a testing site. And he works for a
Okay.
school, so he's tested quite a lot anyway. And yeah, just one of them came back positive, but he's had two, and the second one came back negative. So it was really weird. But because one did come back positive, we have to take it as the result. It's really weird. But we've got 4 days left of isolation, or 3 days left of isolation, and then we're back out. So almost done.
Yeah. Well, I've as much as I don't want to take the vaccine, I have booked my appointment to get it done because I don't want any problems when I go into the States because I am going to be going to the States. So I don't want to have any problems with them stopping me at the border and saying, no, you can't go or you can't cross or anything like that, even though it's essential that what I'm going for. But I really, really don't want to take it, but it looks like I'm going to have to. And
looks like it.
It's funny, just staying on that for a little bit here, watching some videos on TikTok. And this is what scares me a little bit about it is these videos that you're seeing on TikTok with people taking the shot. And then what they do is they take a magnet off their refrigerator and stick it on their arm, and it stays.
Oh, it's been debunked already.
Even though it's been debunked, it still scares the crap out of me when I see stuff like that. Like, it's just
my other half's had both vaccines. I'll get a magnet on her and I'll test it myself for you.
Yeah, well, I didn't think it was real, but it's just when you first see it, you go, okay, here we go.
It did get me a little bit when I first saw
it. But well, I want to thank everybody that's in the room today. We have a great show ahead. We have a very special guest. He's a friend of mine. He's a friend of yours, Lex. He's also a colleague of yours with Parachills.
Yeah,
and just an all-around great guy. And he's got a bunch of things to talk about today, especially with his new web series coming out, which I'm looking forward to seeing. And from what I understand, you know what? I'll wait on that. I'm going to ask him during the interview because I do have a question for him, and I'm looking forward to talk to him. So if people don't know who he is, I call him Dom. I know his full name, but everybody calls him Dom. And he's also part of 13 Spirits. So while he's actually the creator of 13 Spirits, but Dom's just a wonderful guy and he's a good friend. So let's bring him up and let's get started.
All right. Let's welcome Dom to the stream, everyone. Hello, Dom.
How's it going?
It's funny. It's funny. You never know what to do when you come up, right? You're not sure if you're supposed to wave or you're doing this.
It's always special. Just take 2 minutes, Lex. My thoughts and prayers goes out to you and your family, brother. Hope everything comes out on a positive note for you guys. So
cheers, buddy.
Thought and prayers for from Canada, man.
Well, it's funny. It's like you hear people of getting COVID. Obviously, people have been getting it all over the world, and I understand that. But you would think if somebody got it in your house, that everybody else would get it too. And it always makes me wonder why that happens. To me, it just doesn't make sense. And we can go on with that topic probably for an hour and a half.
Yeah, we
but
could have a lot of discussions on the
and that's what. Yeah, that's for sure, and that's not what the show's about, right? So, but well, I guess it could be if we made a little bit of a twist, but yeah, I don't want to talk. And besides, you're in the. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not in the medical field?
Who, me?
Yeah, I thought you were.
Mm-mm.
Who was I thinking? Was I thinking? You know who I'm thinking? Oh, I know who I'm thinking of. Is your buddy?
No, you're talking about Jonathan.
Jonathan, yeah,
Jonathan's in the field. Of that. No, I'm in the field of food. I'm a cook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
okay. See, I didn't know that.
I'm a chef. I'm a chef. I have a diploma as a chef. So
cool, very cool. See, I learned something about you today.
Cool.
So why don't we just dive right into this? We'll start we'll get into the questions, and then we'll get into your web series that you're going to be starting. That obviously you're very excited about.
Hell yeah!
And it sounds like a real good idea that you've come up with. And obviously your end goal is to get where you want to go, and I understand that, but we won't get into that because we don't talk about love on this show. So no, I'm just kidding. I totally kidding. Sorry, Lexi, I'm kidding. Completely kidding. So why don't you go ahead, Lex, and we'll get started. And yeah.
Well, we'll start off with a nice and easy one. This is cool. Probably a must. This is what I think me and Bryan both really enjoy. This question actually is you're a well-established investigator now. You've been doing this for a very long time. What would be to you? What's the best bit of equipment you'd use? What's the one thing you know you're definitely going to pull out of your bag in an investigation? Not the camera.
The best equipment I could bring with me on an investigation would be myself. I did that for starters. Then I would say you told me not the camera, which the camera I consider one of the main tools of a paranormal investigator. Why? Because if you don't have no recorder, you don't have nothing, you have a camera, so you can have pictures, you can have sound, etc., etc. So I would say the recorder, second piece of equipment that would be necessary for me or for any investigator that goes in the field.
Now I know that you are a huge carrier of a lot of different pieces of equipment. So I understand the voice recorder, but you have a couple of pieces of equipment that are quite interesting, actually. They're almost along the lines of a spirit box, right?
Yeah, I have, I would say, I have different tools. Like you said, I have a portal, I have a ghost box, I have a spirit box. The spirit box, which makes it different, is it's a box with one pedal instead of two pedals on a portal. So yeah, and it comes from the UK, the one I'm talking about. So yeah, I do have different kinds of tools. That, like I said, different kind of ghost boxes or spirit boxes, as you want to call them. But yeah, I do have different types of equipment that I use, like in different occasions on an investigation. I could use them all three, all four in one night on different occasions. But yeah, I do have a couple ones.
So let's say that you were going into an investigation, and you know the history of the place, and you know what's going on. So you walk in there, you kind of have an idea of what you're going to use. So if you were going to your bag, what would be the first thing you would pull out? I understand your camera and all that stuff, but I know every investigation is different. but generally most investigators use that same piece of equipment on every investigation, other than the recorder. So
I would say like I said, I would say I like a lot as equipment to take out would be the spirit box,
yeah,
which is no, it's too far now
yeah,
to reach it. But yeah, I would say the spirit box because, like I said, I take them out like every single investigation. REM pod. I have different kinds of REM pods too. I have the regular one, the round one. I have a skull one. I have a mini one, etc. So I would say those tools, Spirit Box, Ghost Box Portal, that would be the next the piece of equipment that I would bring out of my bag. RAM pods, pods, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Would be the other tools.
So I know you've been an investigator a long time. Actually, how long have you been an investigator? It's been more than 10 years, has it not?
Oh, you can double that number. I've been in the field. I've been in the field since 1999.
Oh wow!
As
I was 7.
As an investigator.
Yeah.
But I've been let's say I've been brought to life in paranormal. So
yeah. So my question to you is then, you've been investigator you've been investigator for a very, very long time. Mm-hmm. Out of all the places that you've investigated, what has been your favorite place to investigate?
Without a shadow of a doubt, Gettysburg.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, for the moment, because I still have plans of visiting places that I want absolutely to but my my number one for the moment on the list is Gettysburg.
And what is there a story that you can tell us that really sticks out to you that would make that the favorite place?
It's not just the stories about Gettysburg. I've been wanting that. I wanted to go there like badly since I was young. I saw the movie Gettysburg, like every young guy. I was dreaming of war and soldiers and stuff like that, and I was going, "Wow, I want to go there." And when I had the chance to go there, as soon as you drive into Gettysburg, the whole atmosphere, everything changes. You're like, you become like cool. It's like, when you get in a place and you go like, wow, this is cool. That's Gettysburg. First of all, when you go there, everybody talks to you. Even if you're a stranger, they're gonna talk to you. And the first thing they're gonna talk to you, even if you're a stranger, paranormal. There's no hiding. There's no hiding there of paranormal. There's no hiding of ghosts. The hotel where we were at the staying and stuff like that. Even the in the kitchen, the lady in morning time, she used to bring us the eggs and bacon and talk to us. Oh, yesterday it happened this in the kitchen and blah blah blah. How was your day that night? Then we tell you. Oh, we spent the night all up there. We heard walking. We heard stories. People were coming in the kitchen. People from around the city and stuff were coming to the restaurant to eat breakfast or lunch and would talk to us about, they knew, oh, you're the paranormal team, oh, you're doing the investigations here. I have a story. You want to come to my house? It's a haunted hospital. It's this. I was going berserk.
Oh wow!
Let's say we could have just spent a week more, 2 weeks more, 3 weeks more, and still not have enough to visit all the places that were haunted and and not. Let's talk about investigations. This Lex that I have to send you for the show you host Tuesdays. I have pictures of soldiers in the battlefield.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. It's interesting that you bring that up because we talked to Paranormal Patrick about this. I believe it was Paranormal Patrick, yes. Because we were talking about Gettysburg, and I happened to see something a few days before on TV It was called Caught on Camera or something, Paranormal Caught on Camera, or whatever it's called. And they actually showed somebody driving into the Gettysburg, and they actually captured a soldier coming around the cannons. Now, from what Patrick told us, that ended up being fake. But
I think we debunked it.
We got that on the show. So we debunked it. But there's a lot of stories coming up from Gettysburg. The cemetery, there's special hours to be there and not to be. So when you get there and dawn hits, you can't go in the cemetery no more. If you go there, you'll be arrested. They'll seize your equipment and vehicle and stuff like that. So when we got to Gettysburg, we're like sightseeing everything and trying some different investigations here and there. We ended up at the cemetery, but it was closing time, and let's say cemetery is there, police station is right here. Right next to the entry, right next to the entry. So you don't want to go and mess, So I was outside of the fence and I started snapping pictures, like this. But I was like going like this, and in the main now it's a cemetery, but where the cemetery used to be the last battlefield, the last charge between the two armies, and you can clearly see next to tombstone, you can see the beginning of formation of a person. Further on the field, you see people bending like this, holding. They're like this, and they're walking. You can see that on the picture, and the picture goes from movement to movement. You can see the people are moving on the picture. So I never saw it from my eyes.
Well, it's funny. You're talking about the police department right beside the graveyard. You're from Hamilton originally, right? So the St. Thomas. St. Thomas Asylum. You know that there's a police station right beside the St. Thomas Asylum now, and they put a huge fence around there. But now there's cameras everywhere, so you can't get into there. The only way I think you can get into there is if you go late at night, and hopefully you're not seen by the cameras.
You better hope. But I'm just saying that you better hope.
It's funny because the fact that they're so protective of the asylum, and I don't know why it's abandoned. No, it hasn't been occupied for years.
Part of St. Thomas, the reason why it's barricaded and there's so much cameras like that is the oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry. Meaning me just appeared.
That just reminded me.
Wait a minute. Wasn't that a famous video out there of of an interview, and all of a sudden a kid came in and the nanny came in right after? Yeah.
It was in the UK, I think, that one.
Where's the nanny? How come the nanny didn't come in and grab the kid?
Well, she's doing that maybe because they're super quick. Especially me.
Yeah, that's just funny. Maybe now that's happened, maybe the video will go viral.
Maybe.
No, that's great. I've heard a lot of different stories about Gettysburg and up and down. And what I mean by that is a lot of people try to debunk what they've seen there because of the amount of paranormal that's been seen there because it's overwhelming. I think it would be the same thing as Normandy. If you went to Normandy and you were on the beach there, and I can imagine the energy on that beach would be absolutely crazy.
Funny.
And go ahead.
Funny you're talking about Normandy and stuff like that, because when I got to Gettysburg and after a couple of small events here and there and stuff, and plus the room, the hotel where we stayed was like obviously haunted. 150 years old and history. It used to be a morgue, house family, a morgue in the basement. Upstairs were the sharpshooters. Anyways, so a lot of history and stuff like that. So when we got there, it was like that was my first thought. I was like, compare that to the Second War or the World War, it would be similar. So when you come up with Normandy and I'm going like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine though the amount of energy in that place with the amount of people that were killed? What was the total amount that were killed on the first day? I think it was.
Well, on the first day,
I think it was over 4,500, wasn't it, or something
don't-
along that lines?
I don't remember like every single battle. I remember the total of death on both sides on battle is 51,000 people died in 3 days of war.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Well, Lex would know this because Lex is a history buff when it comes to this stuff.
It's considered one of the worst worst wars that the U.S. has held up to date. We're talking to the 2021, even with Afghanistan and all that. Gettysburg is one of the bloodiest, deadliest wars that was battled for from the United States, and that was interned. So a U.S. against U.S. citizens in 3 days of 51,000 people, and only one civilian, which was the lady that got caught between fire of. Let's say when you know the real reason why she got killed, you're gonna say those guys are morons. Seriously.
Yeah. Well, there's all kinds of stories for every single place, right? And I always wonder, and this was brought up also, why really hasn't anybody gone there and done an investigation?
Where?
Have you seen any videos of people, not in Gettysburg, in Normandy? Has you seen any videos of anybody going there? I've never seen a video.
A lot. Well, not that I wouldn't say I haven't seen nothing in English or stuff. I saw stuff in French, Italian, European teams. They go there often. I even saw one time I saw Auschwitz. Somebody investigate the prison camps.
Okay.
I'll try to find the investigation. It's in French. I could send you the link. I'll try, but it's wow. You're asking, is there a lot of stuff going out there? Yes, there are.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The amount of energy of blood and stuff like that makes it all together. It gives a great potent to have a lot of frustrated souls, a lot of traumatic deaths, stuff like that. So yeah, I never been there personally. I would love to. Auschwitz is up there on my list that I would like to, but not to do a show, but more by intrigue, respect also for the people that been through that. It would be it would be pretty cool to do that.
So I want to touch up because you did say that I like my history and stuff. So I don't know the casualty numbers from the first day. I do know that I believe it was for the whole battle itself. I think it was 37,000 ground forces were killed, and then around 16,000 air forces were done. But I do believe the entire battle itself, I wouldn't say they all died, but the estimated number is about 425,000 killed or missing in the whole battle. So that's an insane amount of people.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, was it 210,000 casualties as well from the Allied forces. So there's a lot of history there that investigating would be insane.
Yeah. Wow.
But that being said, I want to move this on because I want to get into the web series talk. So, but I do have this question for you, Dom, which is one I like to hear as well, because I know you're quite a brave man. You've seen some stuff. What's been the scariest thing you've come across on an investigation in the last 20 years?
Oh man. When it comes, I'll tell you that when it comes to investigations, I'm pretty stupid.
Aren't we all though in some ways? Like really?
Yeah, but when I say stupid, I mean it. I mean it in a good way. I don't.
Oh, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant for sure.
Huh?
Yeah, we're all crazy. And listen, we go after spirits. We don't run from them. So we're all crazy.
To say I've never been. Well, this is actually a fact. You can ask anybody that knows me that investigates with me. I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna turn around. Even if it's scary or stuff, I'm gonna go straightforward. You're gonna tell me you're gonna fall at the end. If I need to go there, I'm gonna fucking fall. Sorry, sorry, my language.
Yes, it's fine. You can
I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna go straight forward. I want to see what's at the other end. I'm curious. Yeah. I'm passionate about what I'm doing, so that I need to find out answers. So I'm gonna go straight forward. I could see a shadow, and that happened. I'll give you an example. In January, it's minus 45 outside. In the building, it was minus 35. There was ice and there's shits everywhere. I saw a ghost. I was running on the ice.
No,
barely running, and people were going, "You're gonna slip. You're gonna fall down. If you fall down, there's elevator shafts that are open. You can pass through." I don't care. I want to see that ghost. I saw something. I want to see it. People, yeah.
So like what Lex asked you earlier, what has been your scariest moment?
Scariest moment, I'll be honest, is I got scratched at the beginning when I started investigating. I got scratched from the belly button of the stomach to the back of the back. Three scratches, but like three nasty scratches. What happened was I was investigating with another investigator. We were down in the basement in a house. I heard a growl when I was asking questions with the other person. I thought it was the dogs of the house because the lady had two dogs. I heard a growl. I say, "Oh, the dog! Where's the dog?" I was like, "Where's the dog?" I couldn't find the dog. We continue, and I heard a second growl, and then it started burning on my stomach. So I asked the guy that was with me. I lifted up my shirt. I go, "It's burning. Take a picture." By taking the picture, we saw I saw it was red, so I got up, went outside, and we had a medium on place with us investigating. So she gave me a little special thing. Yeah.
Wow.
I would say that was the moment I got the most worried on an investigation.
And that's when you first got into the industry?
No, that I was in the industry already when that happened. I've been in the industry for maybe 8 years.
Oh, okay.
That was the first major incident I got on investigation. After that, not long ago, I got pushed. I got knocked out.
Oh wow! I think that would be more scary than getting scratched, don't you? Getting knocked out.
Sorry again. super me.
I think that would be a little more scarier getting knocked out than getting scratched.
Well, I got some answers after why I got knocked out.
Okay.
So at the beginning, yes, I would say this is pretty freaky because you're alone in the house, and this is my main house. That happened. That thing happened. So there's a history with my main house. And the problem why I got pushed was one of the you're gonna find that crazy maybe or stuff like that. One of the spirits was trying to get my attention, but I wasn't giving attention to the spirit, so he went like, "Hey, I want to talk to you," and I was going in a hallway. It was narrow, so when the way he pushed me like sideways but forward, so my head went like bang, and I hit the side of the door, and I fell in the washroom.
So wow! Can you imagine?
I had a lump on the side of my head, so I couldn't fake that out. But when I got up, when you get out, like, oh, what happened? Oh, it's not. Then you go, oh, fuck. Oh, you go, oh, I have a lump there. Oh, nice. Then you go, who the hell did that to me? So you're looking everywhere in the house, and you had no answer. Yeah. So I took out the We did a small purification, or if you want, cleansing of the house. We still
Mm.
have some spirits here that wish to stay here because they have unfinished business, but the rest are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, let's get into your web series that you are going to be releasing. I'm assuming you're going to get started once you guys are allowed to go somewhere.
Well, starting here in Quebec, we're starting to get a little bit of news that we can start
Yeah.
moving. Starting at the end of the next week, we're gonna lose our curfew, which
Okay.
is
So
pretty good.
your new web series is called The Haunted Traveler,
The Hunted Traveler,
and
Jeff.
or The Hunted or Haunted.
The Haunted.
The
Well,
Haunted Traveler.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Depends who says it, but the haunted traveler.
yeah, yeah. So that when you first told me about it, it sounded very exciting. So why don't you talk to us about what your plans are with this series, what you're planning on doing? Are you doing this by yourself, or are you going? What's the plan there? So why don't you just tell us everything?
Okay. Okay, so for beginners, the series is gonna start at the east end of Canada, which would be Prince Edward Island. I'm gonna visit every province in Canada. I'm gonna take out the best. Well, regarding with the research I'm doing and stuff, I'm gonna try to provide the most haunted places of each provinces in that episode, but it's also gonna be a twist of um, paranormal history and history of why it's supposed to be haunted.
Okay.
And yeah, so in every province we're gonna turn one episode that's gonna be for the main program, but we'll also do what's we people call them extras, or out of series stuff. We'll also take one place in each province that's considered paranormal to turn and make a second episode. So every season, the first season is the Canadian season. Obviously, I'm in Canada, so I'm gonna cross from one board from the east side to the west side to the complete west, which is Vancouver. That's gonna be the first season, like I said, of each. It's gonna be 20 episodes for the first season. Then second season, I'll be filming my last shooting in Canada will be crossing the borders if I can. I'll film.
Where are you crossing? You're crossing Niagara Falls way?
No, I'm crossing the completely at Vancouver, the biggest
Okay.
access for the states.
Okay.
Once I get there, the twist is going to become more fun because the haunted traveler are going to come is going to become the haunted travelers. We're going to add people on the team
Okay.
once we get in the states. But I'll come back to that. But in Canada, in each provinces, not on the 20 episodes that we're gonna turn, but maybe on maybe 10, maybe 5. I'm not sure of the number yet. We're gonna have other paranormal teams from the region to join us,
Hmm.
so they can
So okay.
so we can show. It's like a little bit of showcase if we want of that. Some are known investigators of the places like the region of Ontario, Toronto. I have a couple of names coming up.
Oh no! Don't even
Yeah,
tell me that. So I'm
and
assuming
don't
one
worry.
of those names are me.
Yes, it's you. And yeah, we no, I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, your part, your one. We spoke a little bit. We
Yeah.
haven't spoke that
Yeah.
much, but we spoke a little bit about that. I would like to have you there once I reach the Ontario, Toronto area.
Mm.
And yeah, like I said, on different episodes, we're gonna have people come and join us to investigate on those cases. Then when across the border, like I said, the second season is gonna start once across the border. We're gonna fill in the second season. Second season is also 20 episodes, but like I said, we're the Hunted Traveler is gonna become the Hunted Travelers. Somebody is gonna join me. My better half. Yeah. Well.
I think she's still in the room, I believe.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she's in the
Yeah.
room. If she's not, we have a problem. Yeah. Like I said, my better half's gonna join us on the second season for the United States, which is gonna be 20 episodes to 10. Like I said, this is gonna be the top 10 most haunted of the West Coast California of California.
Cool.
and
Very
plus
cool.
and plus 10 more out of episodes, so 20 and all episodes. When I finish that in the States, we are shooting for 3 seasons of this. If we could do more, it would be great, but the third season is going to be in Europe, so France, Italy, UK. So Lex,
Oh, I'm in.
you'll be
You make it
you'll
here,
be
I am
yeah,
in.
you'll be one of the invitees in Europe when we get to the UK. We have France already set up with Jean-Louis Casselin, which is the director of the France team, which is a good friend of mine. So he's going to be on that for the European team. We're going to go to Italy. We have 2 spots in Italy, more than 2 spots in France. But yeah, we're gonna try to do that. Also, is gonna be a 20 shot episode in Europe. So yeah,
Wow. This is sounds like a very long journey. And with journeys like this,
it is.
it's always good to and I want you to touch up a little bit about this. Obviously, this is going to cost you a bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, you're looking for donations. So
Yep.
let people know where they can go if they want to donate for you to go on this, what I think is an amazing trip, to be honest.
It is. It is. I've been dreaming of this. Well, I wasn't dreaming about doing 3 seasons of 60 episodes. I was dreaming for a long time to do that in Canada. To travel from one side to the other side and investigate and stuff like that. So yeah, if you would like to donate, like I said, I don't feel at ease asking money to people. Like give me money, give me money, give me money.
No, you know what, Tom?
I
There's
don't feel.
nothing wrong with that.
I don't.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But the way I've been doing it for the moment is I give back to the people that give up. They give up some money, because that's all the. Well, we'll be honest with everybody. It's not everybody that's ultra rich that could throw 100 here, 20 there, 50. So people work hard for that money. So when they give me a certain amount, they're like $5-10, I'll do a logo for them. If they give a little bit more, I'll do an intro for them. I need to give back. So there's different ways that we're trying raffles. I have a special thing that's after the interview we're gonna launch. Also is main package. The main package that is going to be intro, outro, logo, analyze of an investigation, a roadmap to go investigate to a certain place of your choice. You're going to tell me the place. I'm going to tell you how to get there, the map, what's haunted on the way to go there, and also give you a history of the place you're going to go hunt. So when you come back with your investigation, you just send me the investigation. I'll do the analyzing of the investigation. I'll cut the investigation. I'll do the intro, logo, and stuff, and build up your episode. And we're asking a small donation of $30 for that.
Cool. So is there a link or something that people can go to and they can do, they can give out, they can, get into the raffle or getting into just donating, and then you're doing this? Is there a link that maybe Lex can put into the description after this show?
I think Lexi could help me the links and share them. There's my PayPal where you can send the donations.
Okay.
Also, it's the place. We have a raffle presently running. We have 50 tickets, $15 a tickets.
Cool.
The winner gets quickly a K2 like this. Do I have everything here around me so I can show? Well, it's K2's pods, 3 pods, a K2. And recorder, but the digital recorders that you can rewind to listen to your EVP sessions while you're on that.
Yeah.
$15 can bring that up to you. So
unfortunately, Lexi can't drop the link because she's not a. I think you have to be a mod.
Yeah, you have to be a mod.
But what we'll do is we'll put those links in the description. Lex will do that after the show. Yeah. Just send them to Lex, and he'll put them up there. So the Haunted Traveler sounds really, really good. It sounds like you're going to have a great time. Mm-hmm. And I know we've spoken a lot over the last several months, and we haven't had the opportunity to meet in person. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting on that investigation also. So let's move on. So actually, just hold on. Before I move on, Lex will be putting the link of the Haunted Traveler channel. So if you want to go and hit that link and go over there and subscribe and get ready for those videos to come out. I assume they'll probably come out in the next 5 months, 4 months.
The season, if everything goes as planned, would start in maybe September.
Okay. So roughly. Roughly 3 months.
Because I still have stuff to do before I could leave. I don't want to go out and you guys know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to go too much in details about that.
Yeah.
But I still have to finish a couple of things there to be cleared, and once I'm cleared there, I'm good to go.
Good.
So around roughly end of August to the beginning of September, I should be, if everything's okay, if the founding everything, the money is there to start the series, I should be gone end of August to the beginning of September, from Prince Edward Island to Vancouver, then crossing on the west coast of the United States to continue the second season. So yeah.
So we just have a couple of more questions before we're going to end the show.
No problem.
And I'm going to throw those over to Lex because these are his 2 favorite questions of the show. And
he's dancing. He's like,
yeah, I'm always, it's funny. I always look forward. It's not that I don't like talking to people, because I love talking to people and learning about them and learning on how they got into investigations and all those things. But when it comes close to the end of the show, this is what really intrigues me. Not that nothing else hasn't, because it all has. I'm putting my foot in my mouth here. So
this is more exciting than that really good dream.
Go ahead, Lex.
I would like to firstly say that I didn't know what you were doing with this web series, and I am genuinely really excited for you. I think this is, everything you've got going on. The fact you're talking season 2, season 3, and you know what you want to do with it. I wish you all the best with it, and I really hope you can get all 3 seasons in. And if you do make it here, it'll be an absolute honor to do one with you. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing this come out.
I'll tell you something. Even if I could only turn the first episode, I'm going to the UK. So
we got castles, innit? That
It's
sounds
not
like
even a
common
castle.
then. Jesus.
No, it's not even a castle, stuff like that. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to be able to investigate a castle and stuff like that. But it's a lot about the history. I'm a history buff. I'm a maniac of history. So it's the history that brings me on, also on the paranormal, on paranormal investigations. But like I said, I like also using that as an advantage also for my investigations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So but I do know where I'm going with that series. It's written a white and night. I could tell you I have like 6-7 web series written.
He's a
Cool.
busy man. Busy man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair.
We'll jump
Mhm.
into these questions. There's actually 3 questions because we haven't asked you one of them yet.
Okay.
I think I know the answer to it anyway. But if Brian and me were really nice, because we are, and we gave you a duffel bag with all the money in the world in it to investigate one location, where would you go?
Povocalia Island.
Say again.
Povocalia Island.
Ooh, I don't think I've heard of that one.
Okay, let's start. Let me. It's a joke. What I'm gonna say. Let me educate you. Povocalia Island is an island that started in 431 BC. In Italy, Venice, Italy. It was a base. It was used for the war. Starting after that, it became a place for the monks to do their thing.
Yeah.
And slowly it became a TB center, a pest center. They were sending people in isolation on that island. People died of TB.
What's the island off of?
It's next to Venice in Italy.
Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I know it now. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
that is actually the sites. If you decide to go tomorrow morning, you can't because it's banned by the Italian government. It's crazy. It started as one island. Now it's like a bigger island, but half of that bigger next part is human hash. When they cremate people, they take the ashes and put it. They made
Yeah.
a piece of island. There's still bodies actually there on the island. There's trenches of people. There's a minimum of 125,000 people buried there. That's the minimum.
Jesus.
Wow. Yeah,
Um,
I'd heard of that, and I didn't realize the number was that big.
yeah,
I
it
knew it was a
is.
big number, but I didn't realize it was that amount. Wow.
Povocalia Island is considered one of the most haunted places in the entire world. It's the most haunted island in the whole world, but also the most haunted place. It's in the top 3. It continues on moving to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Then, but
Yeah,
it's moving. But
yeah.
it's up there. The places. Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Nice.
And
That's a good
yeah,
answer.
so that duffel bag would go for that trip for Italy, because there's also another place which is on my second list. If I go to Italy, it's a museum, but for the dead.
Oh yeah.
It's a sort of catacomb like in Paris, but it's like a store. You open the door
Mm.
and you go straight to the bones and stuff like that. You
So
have
have you heard of the because not a lot of people have, because I brought this up a couple times on the show, but have you ever heard of the Dead City?
it rings a bell to me.
Dead City is just right outside of Egypt, right outside of Cairo. And basically, what's there, it's called the Dead City because there's over 1 million people that live in tombs.
Um,
Yeah, and
which
it's
yeah, I heard something similar. Well, it's not similar because Pompeii it was a volcano, but something similar happened. Natural disaster happened at that spot, which killed a lot, but kept them captives of the region and stuff like that. So yeah.
yeah, that's cool. Go ahead, Lex.
Yeah, so that's actually quite good. No one said that on the show so far, so that's a new one. The other question I've got is as briefly as you can, so try to squeeze in the time. Just your first ever experience with the paranormal, like your origin story of it all.
First experience, I would say at birth, I was dead. I was dead for 17 minutes. I came back to life. That's that's part of my journey. That's part of my experience with the paranormal starting. After that, it started with shadows on my bed every single night. Then starting hearing them, so just start seeing, yeah, seeing stuff, and yeah, whatsoever. So that's what brought me to the field. It's basically I was curious. I wanted to know what happened to me in those things and stuff and whatsoever. So
Wow. Well, here's the best one of them all. Get ready, Tom. This is the best one of them all. This
I'm ready.
question. Now, be careful how you answer it, because this could either keep our friendship or break our friendship. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll make it easy.
I'm just kidding. I'm
You're
just
putting
kidding.
pressure. You're putting pressure, brother.
No, I'm just kidding. You know me.
So I'm gonna automatically assume you know what Rando Nautica is. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you know what it is, right? This is a simple yes or no, really. Do you believe that this app is in any way, shape, or form related to the paranormal? Yes.
It's first of all, if you go on Parachills, you'll see there's an episode. It's called the third experiment. That's me on that. I experiment a lot of stuff, and I did one video, and I said I had enough. When I did the video, that I had enough of rando, whatever. It's a cool app. It's a cool thing that's gonna make you see stuff. Well, basically, it's a thing to say, hey, get your butt out of the house and go explore.
Yeah.
It's
That's
basically
exactly
that.
it.
It's basically that. So yes, it happens that you get when you punch in, you'll end up at a creaky drive-in or a neighbor's house or this or that and stuff like that. And I would tell you on maybe 20 occasions, maybe 17, I hit a private road, private house, private. Only 3 times we ended up in a field, a wood or something, and yeah. So
Yeah.
it's basically meant to let you see stuff, see countries, see the different places that maybe you wouldn't have if you hadn't tried that thing. So yeah.
Well,
So, no.
that's it, because originally, like we talk about this on the show all the time, originally why that app was brought out was to get people off their couches, out of their homes, and discovered their neighborhood, or where what's going on, where they're living, and just seeing everything around them. And so that's originally why the app was released. But then, as we know, and everybody in the room I'm sure knows too, that certain thing happened that made it blow up into a point where somehow people are now connecting it to paranormal. And I'm glad you said no. And the friendship can stay. And no, just kidding. But no, it's I'm pretty sure you know the history of the Rando Nautica and how we feel about it. I know you did that video for Parachills for that test, and I watched that video. You didn't really experience anything except, I think the only thing you really experience is how fast you can run out of gas in your car.
That's about it. That's really important. A message to people: if you do rando, please fill up your car. bring a container, something, because it could happen that you're too minded on the thing to find what you're looking for, or your intent, as they say. That you don't check the rest of the things like gas and stuff and where you're going and the environment. We got on one experience. We got a big flat. When I say a big flat, the tire ripped because
Oof.
we were on the GPS and talking and blah blah blah, and we didn't see there was like a sharp rocks that where we were going, so the it slashed the tire. So
Yeah.
you're
Wow.
stuck in the middle of nowhere, no
Yeah.
lights and stuff, and you have to change the tire. So be careful when you do that. It's
Mm.
cool experience. I would suggest everybody to try at least once or twice, because sometimes the first time you'll end up in a private thing. Please do not go on private properties.
Oh, here we go. Here's the father talking now.
No, because as I don't know if you're aware, but a couple of days ago, one guy that does a lot of that got shot. Not shot dead, but he got shot on because he was on
Oh, wow. Wow.
land. So yeah.
Well, I did try it once, and I always make this joke. I did try it once. I was out in the balcony of my condo, and it sent me to a place. Anticipation. It sent me to a place, and it was to my bathroom.
From your gallery to your bathroom. Really, Bryan?
Yeah. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding.
Okay.
It literally went to my bathroom.
The thing is, like I've said this before.
So you're telling me your bathroom is like creepy haunted?
Well,
apparently,
there's something creepy in there. I don't know if it's spirits. Though.
Okay. Well, let's stay there. Let's not go. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's funny because I say my bathroom. It wasn't really my bathroom. I'm just making a joke out of it. It actually said I live in a condo, and it actually said my condo. Like it said the address of my condo. So, which I thought was really weird. But and then I closed the app and I uninstalled it. So I just thought it was ridiculous, to be honest, personally. But anyways, Tom, this has been great.
It was pretty cool.
I want to thank you for coming on the show today and talking about yourself and what your future plans are and the Haunted Traveler. It sounds like it's going to be a great adventure for you and everybody else that's going to be involved in it. And I'm excited for you. I'm looking forward to seeing your journey, and hopefully in your first season, I'll be able to be a part of it a little bit. But I'm definitely looking forward to that. So again, everybody in the room and anybody watching the replays, Dom's link will be in the description. His link for his 13 Spirits will be also in the description. And again, thank you very much for coming on the show. You've been a great friend of mine, and I know you're going through a few things right now. I really hope you get better, and I know you will because you're a strong individual, and I have confidence that you will overcome this, what you're battling right now. So other than that, I will say my goodbyes, and I'll let Lex say his goodbyes.
Yeah, so thank you very much again, Dom, for coming on. You've been a very new friend of mine since September last year, and it's been a fantastic friendship going through, and a colleague. As anyone in the chat knows, that I do work for Parachills as well. So this is it's just been phenomenal to get you on the show. I'm so excited to see what you do with this series, man. I'm so excited.
I'm so stoked. I would like to thank you two guys for having me on the show to talk about one of my projects that means a lot to me. Means a lot to me on different aspects of the thing. Now I'm starting to get emotional. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, it means a lot to me because it's a project that I have worked a lot on it, research wise, stuff wise, dreamed about it. When you want something bad, really bad, this is my really bad thing. I want it real bad. The other reason why I want it real bad, the first season, yeah, it's cool. I'm gonna do coast to coast from Canada and stuff, but the real catch in that, the real thing is like Bryan said at the beginning, it's a love thing. My second half is presently in California. I'm in Quebec, Canada, presently stuck here on South. So the second series of the series will reunite me and my second my best half, which is Lexi Queen 13 in the chat. So yeah, so we could get together and start our new lives in California. A lot of people don't know that, but because that's one of my intents to go and live with Lexi in California. So that would help me also reach my main goal to reach Lexi in California.
So again, if you guys want to donate to Dom's journey, you can also buy tickets for their raffle that they're placing, and you can win some fantastic prizes. And also, you will be able, if you donate, Dom will create a logo for you. Maybe even do an intro for you. So it's all good things.
I forgot to tell you also, and to the members that are listening, everybody that will donate, even if it's $1. Okay, if you did donate $1 to the cause, your name will be at the Not last the word, man. The generic at the end of each show. All the names of people that did a donation. If you're a sponsor or stuff, you'll be in. Your name's gonna be clearly visible, not just a small writing. It's gonna be clearly visible that you helped out with that series. Yeah. So if
Excellent.
if you can help, and even just a sharing is a good way to help somebody. Also, not. I understand everybody's in pandemic, money short everywhere, but just a share, it takes 30 seconds and could reach out a lot of people.
Lovely. So
Thank you very much, Dom.
Yeah, so I'll get all those links down in the description. All right.
Yeah, I'm saying my goodbyes again. Sorry.
Thank you, guys, and again, much love to you for the program you do. Bringing out people like that is very interesting. And I got the opportunity to be on the show today. It means a lot to me, guys. Seriously,
it meant a lot to us to have you on the show.
Well, thank you, guys. Seriously.
Okay.
From the bottom of the heart.
No worries. All right, we're gonna pop you down in green. You can sit around and hang around for the end of the show, or you can finish. It's up to you. But we're gonna pop you back in green, and we're gonna wrap up.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, guys. Again,
thank you very much, Dom.
Thank you to your supporters in the chat that's been there since the beginning. Thank you, guys. Also, so see you around.
See you, Dom.
See you around.
Be blessed. Be safe. Be paranormal.
You too, bro.
Oh, I like that.
I really enjoyed that as well. I thought that was a really cool way to sign off.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. I personally want to thank everybody that came in the room today and watched the show. And again, all the links will be in the description after the show. So you can go to those links and do what you can do. And Dom is right. Some people, it's a tough time right now. But that little bit helps. And if you can, great. If you can't, that's okay. You can go over and subscribe to his channel. That also helps. And maybe generate some money for them if they get enough subscribers down the road. So there's you can do it any way possible. But I want to say thank you for everybody who came in the show today. From me, as I always say every week, don't let yesterday use up today. And thanks again for coming in the show today.
Lovely. I want to say thank you to Dom again for coming on, and thank you to his other half, Lexi, as well, who's them two together have done a really good job of promoting our show for this week. So thank you for that. But also, it's just an honor to have a friend on here who has helped me get started in this industry. So it's been an absolute pleasure. Also want to thank everyone who's been in the room today, anyone who watches the replays, and anyone that is subscribed to us. We are gaining some momentum on this channel. We are really enjoying doing this show, so thank you for doing that. If you haven't already, just like and subscribe and share the links out. We want as many people in our industry and anywhere to find this show. And if you think you want to be on this show, you got a paranormal channel, podcast, or anything like that, you can message me and Bryan on our Twitter accounts, or our emails are in the description for this show. So send us shoot us a message, and we'll see if we can get you on the show as well. That's
Thank
all
you,
I've got to say.
Lexi. Yeah, thank you, Lexi. I really appreciate what you did over the last couple of days. Thank you very much.
Yeah, phenomenal. And I'm going to sign off with my normal phrase of preparation can only take you so far. After that, you have to take a few leaps of faith. Thank you very much, and good night.